Today is January 1st, 2024. So Happy New Year and all the best throughout it. So today we've got the side-by-side packed up. Me and Sophie, we're going to be camping on this hillside for the night. Let's get to it and I'll show you around where we're going to camp. So the flattest spot around here is right there. And there's a few trees. There's a few trees above us. So that'll give us a little cover maybe. Not the most ideal spot. It is going to be windy up here, but the problem is everything around here is either very steep or just too much of a slope. I have a nice fire outside tonight. We're going to be cooking on a grill that I made. I'll show you that later on, but we need to get rolling and get this set up. So let's go. This is the stove that's going to keep us warm tonight. Pretty amazing that it's in this package this size, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit later on why that's important. And this is the tent. So let's head over there, clear a spot, and get this thing set up. Just looking at it, I didn't realize this, but it makes sense. If you're on uneven ground or a dip, you know, the center pole needs to be tight, right? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 adjustments. I'm gonna say that's probably 2 inches. You know, so you got about a good foot of adjustment there. So that's pretty cool. That's good to know. Tent is up. Next step is getting the stove in place. Okay, so that is the pipe. Set that aside. So that's the stove. So first, let's put the legs down. Oops. There and there. So then, that's the top. As for, and this is the front. Door closed. There, and there. Then we latch it all together. You can see it's just got these little latches. Okay, so it just comes across and hooks there. So we do that on all 4 corners. That's it. That's the stove. So this is going to keep us warm tonight. And I think it's going to go to -2. So which is really not that bad. But we'll see how it works. So now the biggest thing is the stovepipe. Which is this. This, see, there's the clamps. There's the this is the damper, as you can see. It's got a damper, and then it's got a couple clamps. So one will be a clamp for the spark at the top, and the rings. Okay, so we're going to take the rings off, and then we're going to fold this out and see what we can do here. This stuff is paper thin. Let's roll it out and see what we can come up with. Now you're supposed to put the rings on. So okay, well, that should be it. this one. Let's put this in here. Okay, so open it up a little bit. Okay. Now we'll bring some of these rings back down. What this clamp is going to do though, I guess it'll squish it enough just to hold it. Okay, here we go. So we have it. Stovepipe is assembled. So let's get the rings spread out. There, there. That'll go in there. And then turn. Okay, yeah, works pretty good. Okay, so let's go over, get this in a tent, and I think, so they have some hooks up there to stabilize the, as you can see right there, you see the hooks? That's to stabilize the pipe on the outside. So let's go inside, get this set up, and get things figured out. Let's get this rope hooked up to this tree. Okay, so this one we're just gonna pull a little bit. Okay, I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, let's go check it out and see how stable this thing is. Okay, well, I'm pretty confident that that is not gonna move. Okay, pretty close, eh? Not bad aiming on my part. Glad you're okay though. Okay, well, it's starting to get pretty dark. The fire's starting to go good, and I just put together a grill that I made. Okay, so have a look here. So what do I have? A piece of rebar down into the ground. Then I took an old grill out of a barbecue. I welded a bolt on it, and then this U thing. I forget what the name of that is. It's like a U hook that you hook cables on. And then I put this threaded thing here with you can see it, and you can lower it, raise it, move it, turn it. So yeah. Okay, so we're inside the tent, and there's something I want to do. I want to get this fire going, because I want to make sure the stove works really well, and because I don't want any headaches later on. I'm just gonna put a little fire in. I'll keep it going, but just for peace of mind, so far so good. It's looking pretty good. So we'll get it warmed up in here and see how it goes, and then we'll get set up. The outside fire is going like crazy. We're gonna get some chairs. We're gonna get a hot I gotta get a hot drink going. I gotta sit down and relax for a little bit. We've been going steady here for about 3 hours now, and as you can see, my breath, the temperature is definitely dropping, and I will check on that in a few minutes. But like I said, I just wanted to get this one going. Peace of mind, right? Got to sleep in here tonight. Got to make sure that this thing is safe. I'm sure it is, but you know. Okay, well, I'm starting to get a little bit hungry, so let's get dinner prepped. First, we'll start with the potatoes. Put this one right here, and this one, same thing. Okay, and you can see they're right there in the coals. We'll put a little heat behind them. Nice sizzle. Oh yeah, little done. Okay, let's get it off the heat. They feel done too. Good. Mm-mm-mm. Delicious. You can't beat cooking over an open fire. Absolutely delicious. Okay, well, we have a bit of a problem here, and this is why I wanted to get this fire going sooner than later. But this is a little bit of my stupidity. I thought I dug out underneath the stove pretty good, but I didn't. There's a bit of a grass fire underneath here, and it's not very good at the moment. I'm gonna have to lift this up and get it off the ground even farther. It's already still hot, but it's manageable. Just want to see how bad this is. Oh, stovepipe is perfect. Okay, that's good. That's great news. So hopefully, okay, well, that's good. Okay, well, let's get this thing out of here. Is this gonna work or not? Hope so. Great. Lots of rocks to get this grate there. That'll help block some of it. So what I was thinking too, I'm gonna get as many rocks in here as possible, and then I'm gonna go dig a hole where there's just dirt, and then I'm gonna put a layer of dirt, because I'm still afraid this crap will catch. I found some mud, dirt, with very little stuff in it, so I'm gonna spread that out. Give us enough base. Yeah, it's muddy. It's not. Doug had to dig a couple of holes, different spots, because everything had, I don't know, it was either hard rock. Well, we're on a hill, right? So big. This is gonna work. Without the mud, I wasn't sure, but now that I'm putting this in here, I'm darn sure. So I'm gonna keep trucking and getting a whole bunch more, and I'll show you when I'm done. Hopefully you can see. I'll show you here. It's down mud. This is gonna go down now. It's pretty good. Okay. I'm pretty confident this is gonna work 100%. Okay, so where's this? Watch out! Watch out! Okay, so in here. That. Okay, let's put the snow pipe back on. There. There. Tight. The only thing, I had mentioned it earlier, I wanted to start this thing up. Didn't want to wait for the last minute. And I guess that's why. But I should have known better. And you know what? Because all my other wall tents and stuff, we have floors, and I have I put fire blankets down. And I just assumed and thought in my head, I guess, that I didn't need it because we're going to be on the dirt. But just goes to show you, I should have dug it out more. I should have did this from the beginning, right? And I was a little rushed because I was losing daylight. But anyway, it worked out. We're safe. We're back in action. And yeah, so definitely learned from my mistake. And I can assure you, this will never happen with me again. So hopefully you guys take note of this too, and you know. Good enough. We'll get some. Underneath, we got the mud, the rocks, and it's away from it now. And yeah. Okay, well, we're in the tent. We're getting ready to head off to bed. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's pretty cozy in here. The doors are shut. I didn't seal it off very well at the bottom, but that's good because you need ventilation. And surprisingly enough, this little stove is working well. And just checking the ground here. We're not burning the place up anymore. Sophie's nice and toasty. She's loving it. And yeah, so pretty impressed so far. Anyway, we're gonna head off to bed. And oh, tired. Yeah, so we're gonna head off to bed. We'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Oh, man, that's good. It was a pretty good night. The stove worked pretty good up until about an hour ago. I think what happened, I kept putting the damper closed very tight. I kept closing it up, and I think we had a little bit of a creosote buildup, and it's kind of restricting the flow right now. We'll look at that later. But I put wood in it 4 times last night. So from 10:30 till, what time is it now? It's around 7 o'clock. So for the size of the stove, I think that's pretty good. Sophie's still tired. Good girl. Good Sophie. Good girl. Well, we're gonna have this coffee. We're gonna get up. I'm not sure. We're gonna have some scrambled eggs and toast. Raspberry jam. Delicious. A little bit of steak. Okay, well, we're just about wrapped up. Side-by-side's packed up. Area is getting a little bit cleaner. We're gonna sit down, relax for a few minutes. We're gonna have a coffee. We're gonna look at the view and enjoy it for a few minutes before we head back home. Well, we dug around it. We poured a whole bunch of water, so the ground is wet all around it, and it'll smolder now and will go out. All right, well, that's pretty much a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.